Now, starting off with our first one, it's a banger. Normally we're saving these for the end, but I want to start off with a good one here for you, and that is the infamous
Casa Bonita.
Casa Bonita.
So a lot of folks that grew up here in Colorado know Casa Bonita. It's just off of like West Colfax. Well, not like, it's off of West Colfax. It's been famous for a long time. Now, rumor is that the food was terrible, right? But they had indoor like high divers jumping into like water. I mean, all sorts of crazy
you could explore.
They pioneered the food experience before like the tropical restaurants. And even those tropical forest restaurants couldn't even come close to what Casa Bonita was doing. However, rumor has it that the food just wasn't that good. But also, what most people don't realize is that the South Park owners and developers purchased Casa Bonita, and they are refurbishing, rebuilding, restructuring, revitalizing, everything. Any you could do, they're doing it, and it will be back open spring/summer of 2023 from what we understand.
That's right. This restaurant, guys, has always been famous with the locals in Colorado. A lot of us grew up with it, and it is just such a crazy experience going there. And then what made it infamous was when South Park came out with their Casa Bonita episode.
Correct.
More sopapillas, please.
And then everyone across the country learned about the little flags on your table that you raise, and they bring you more sopapillas.
All you can eat sopapillas. Now, if it's anything like I expect them to do it, it should be amazing. You should be able to put yourself into a food coma there real quick while enjoying some high water divers and anything else that they decide to enhance with Casa Bonita. And prior, when it was actually open and its highlight of its prime, whatever that may be, you didn't have social media. So imagine all the Instagram and Facebook videos and stories you could be doing. Imagine how far Casa Bonita reaches. But a lot of the locals that are here definitely know it. If you're new to Colorado, if you're moving here, you're probably not new to the cartoon South Park, which means you can now enjoy its refurbishing along with us. All right, guys, moving forward, our next topic is what I would call unpopular sports per se. Not unpopular like people don't like them, but you might not think of when you think of Colorado. Most people, when they think of Denver, right, or Colorado, they think of the Denver Broncos. Now, we haven't had the best season this past year, but word on the streets is that we're possibly getting Sean Payton. He's a football coach. From the Saints. Drew Brees is coach. Super Bowl. Awesome guy. He's a jiu-jitsu guy, right?
Something like that,
But word on the street is we could be getting Sean Payton, which is great. Hopefully we can refurbish our football team just like we're refurbishing Casa Bonita. However, a lot of folks don't realize that our Denver Nuggets basketball team is super great. You've got the reigning MVP that's been on our basketball team for the past couple of years now. He's doing a great job. So the atmosphere as far as going to Nuggets games at the new Ball Arena is amazing. Growing up, the Nuggets were not good. You could get 6 basketball tickets, 6 hot dogs, 6 french fries, 6 drinks for like $30. They were begging people to go to Nuggets games. Nowadays, still affordable, not quite as expensive as you might think, but they're fun again. And that arena is amazing. And in addition to that, our Colorado Avalanche team, our hockey team, which plays at the same Ball Arena, has also won several Stanley Cups. They just won just a prior year ago, which is awesome. They celebrated at Mile High Spirits downtown, which a good buddy of ours, Chase, owns. We've done a lot of our own events at Mile High Spirits, so that overall atmosphere is great, but a lot of people don't think of us when it comes to hockey. And then one step further is DU, Denver University. They've been the national champions for hockey for several years. So extremely competitive. So if you like college sports, a lot of people don't realize, hey, Colorado's got some great college sports, but it's more so for like the hockey. When you think of like CU, CSU, you don't think like your Alabama and Clemson and things like that, but our DU hockey team is phenomenal. And hold that thought when it comes to college football and all that, because now our new head coach for CU Boulder is Deion Sanders. And if you guys have been following that, we have a lot of top national recruits, either from the school that Deion just came from and just around the country. We've got a couple kids that open enrolled from Alabama that are now here. So Colorado football, CU football, whether the Broncos refurbish or not, CU is coming in hot. Deion's here to win. Should be a lot of great time. And if you haven't been to the Boulder campus, even if you're gonna be living like the Denver metro, it's literally 35 to 40 minutes outside of Denver. If you have not been to CU Boulder campus, it's beautiful. It's got a huge stadium. What better place to go watch football and see Deion do his thing with the top national recruits and get CU back to winning football games.
speaking of college campuses, one that we haven't talked a lot about is a Colorado School of Mines. Now, if you guys have not heard of that, it is one of the top engineering schools in the country, and it is located right in Golden, Colorado.
100%. You've got so much tech that comes out of there. You do have sports there. So if you guys want to go watch sports, or if your kiddos, or even if yourself are moving here and you're looking at maybe attending School of Mines, they do have athletics as well. Not necessarily known for that, but a lot of where our tech derives from is from School of Mines. So we definitely got to give that an honorable mention.
And it just goes to pour into just one of the booming Colorado economies that we have, and that is in like energy, particularly renewable energy and solar, everything like that. Colorado is definitely leading the way in terms of those businesses and all those companies that are coming here, technology companies included, which really lay such a good solid foundation for how good our economy is.
And speaking of tech and companies that have moved here, we've mentioned this before, but just as an honorable mention and a reminder, we've got companies like Google, Amazon, and Twitter offices here as well.
You know, those guys.
You know, no big deal.
Yeah, no big deal.
Another honorable mention before we get to our two bigger points, literal biggest points. Arts, theater arts here in Colorado. You've got the Buell Theater and some other theaters
got
downtown.
a whole theater district downtown.
A lot of people don't realize how much theater that we have here in Colorado. And yes, it's part of like your international circuit. So a lot of your bigger plays and art festivals that travel the country, they do stop in Denver for all of that. But getting to our bigger points is Denver International Airport is the largest airport in the country per total square miles that it is.
It is. Now, if you go and if you've flown into Denver at all, you see that our airport, it looks like it's extremely far away, but it's really only about 40 minutes from downtown. But yes, technically it is the biggest airport in the country due to the amount of land that they have out there. And some might say that that's due to the underground tunnels for the Illuminati.
If I told you I've been down there, I couldn't even tell you that I've been down there. I'm here to help you with your real estate needs, not your conspiracy theories. However, it is fun to dive down a rabbit hole on a cold winter day and see what Denver has to offer, but it is also very easy to get to. So if you are living more in like the heart of Denver, downtown Denver, it's straight I-70 East. It's going to take you right out there. It's 35 to 40 minutes max. If you are living in Southeast Aurora, Castle Rock, Highlands Ranch, whatever that may be, you can take 470, which swings right around to I-70 and takes you right to the airport. So super easy commute. It's nice that it's on the outskirts. You still have some home communities that are getting built out there, which is awesome. But speaking of home communities, let's not forget that Denver actually has the largest city park system.
That's right.
In the country. So whether
14,000 acres.
Correct. So now I'm speaking about suburbs by the airport out in the outskirts. Even in those, they are so great. I've mentioned this in so many different videos, depending on what neighborhoods we've shown or areas we've shown. All of them do such a great job with parks and giving you like a Colorado feel, right? Which is amazing. But just being literal, if you guys get down into the city and county of Denver, they have the largest city park system.
That's right.
Period. So when it comes to like getting your dog outside, you getting outside, running, jogging, walking, volleyball on the weekends, whatever it may be, like there's plenty for you guys to do right in the city without having to necessarily commute to our beautiful mountains or anywhere else. It's nice to have convenience around your outdoor world.
It's true. It's almost like you see parks like you see Starbucks on every block, right? When you're in our traditional Denver neighborhoods, which almost every single one of our neighborhoods is structured around a primary park. There's primary parks, there's little parks. You're walking down the road from one park, there's another park on the way home. It's quite hilarious how many of those you're gonna find.
Correct. Our next point, we're gonna talk a little bit about food. We've mentioned this before. Our food scene is quickly on the rise. We travel, we do a lot with work. Denver's starting to become hard to beat as far as like who's coming here. Now, a lot of that's coming here because they probably understand the influx as far as all the people and the careers that are coming here. So why not? People wanna spend their money. Well, typically people spend most of their money on food, believe it or not, right? So what better place to start that but between the food trucks and the new restaurants, but the still mom and pop feels. They are amazing. We will throw some in this video or in the links below as far as like what we think our top 3 are that you guys should be trying out, which are awesome. And our last point, just to get literal, this is actually not known by a lot. We are literally a mile high. Yes, we are a mile above sea level here in Denver.
5,280 feet exactly.
Correct. So Mile High Stadium, Mile High Property Brothers, whatever it is. It's not the marijuana. It's the literal form of we're talking to you from a mile higher. Now, actually a little bit above Mile High because we're in Southeast Aurora right now, which is technically a little bit higher than Denver. Food for thought. And we're gonna put something else up high for you. That's gonna be that phone number right there. Reminding you that we are licensed brokers here in the state of Colorado. And yes, just as much as we love making these videos, we would love more to help you with those real estate needs. So that number that's still up below, we are the guys who answer the phone calls, text messages, and those emails. That's right. So if there's something that you need, we would love to help. But until next week or next video, you guys enjoy your week. We'll see you guys very soon.
See you guys.